In this video, I wanted to show you guys how you can access the Student Virtual Lab. This is a great resource for students who don't have Microsoft programs downloaded on their own computers. And it's also useful if you don't have space to download SPSS on your computer or if your operating system is not compatible with SPSS. So in your CSULB apps, you're going to find the Student Virtual Lab. And you can see there are different labs that you can access. The general lab is going to be kind of like a basic desktop computer that you would find on campus. The one that you guys are going to want to access is Virtual Lab D. That's for math and statistics. So let's go ahead and open that. In here, it'll ask you to accept. And then basically what happens is using your student login information, it will log you into a computer desktop that mimics what you would access on campus. So right here in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see SPSS statistics. They have version 28 downloaded on here, and they update this every semester to the most current version. So that's one way you can access SPSS if it's not compatible with your computer. The other thing that you can do is search for Word. They have the 2016 version of all Microsoft programs on here. So if you don't have Excel downloaded on your computer and you have to complete graphs, saying that I don't have a version of Excel that allows me to put error bars on my graphs is not an acceptable excuse, okay? So even if you just have to make your graphs in the virtual lab, you do have access to a full operating version of Excel so that you can complete your assignments. I will say that some students in the past have said the virtual lab works slow. Some people say they have no problem. I think part of it is how much RAM or like short-term memory you have on your computer. So if you have a lot of applications open at one time, it might make the virtual lab run a bit slower. So just keep that in mind if you're going to use this throughout the semester. The other thing I recommend when you're using the virtual lab is to save your work on this desktop space. And then once you're done within the virtual lab, go to like your email account in one of the web browsers that they have on here, and then email yourself all of your attachments. That is kind of one thing that's not super consistent. Some students have tried saving stuff in the desktop, and technically it is tied to your username and password. So when you open this desktop, you should still see the files that were saved with that account. But some students have also said that when they've done that in the past, they'll come back and some of their documents are gone. So just as a backup or kind of a safety net, make sure you send anything that you do work on in your virtual lab to your student email so that you can have a copy of it on your own computer. But this is the virtual lab. If you have any issues or error messages or can't access this for some reason, please let me know.